Yep, welcome to Sandy Devotional. Yes, we'll get onto that in a minute. I put a few of these pink balls in various runs of the copper, and so far none of them have lost their pinkness. If we can get a spot colouring on something like this, none of them have lost their pinkness. I'm just see if I can glean. I don't know if you can see one over there or one over there. None of them have actually lost their pinkness, really. So I've had a look in there. So this one with the cerium sulfate, something's going on there. Whether it's going to pink from the bottom up, I don't know. Is that what's going to be the difference between the iron and the cerium? You know, if the iron pinks from the top down and the cerium pinks from the top up, does that mean that if you've got deep sand, your pinkness is down the bottom of the deep sand, and if you only sample on the surface, you're going to think any organism there is just a stray organism? Nothing to do with your research? Okay. Well, since I'm still on spot culling, hopefully, I'll draw your attention to what I noticed last night with the camera. I came out here, and I have actually got a liverwort growing here. Admittedly, it's from the one that had the liverwort before, but I don't know. I think it's looks like a mercantia compared to the one I took out of the pot, which I planted down here. It seemed to be like a different form. Either that or it's just the way they have the nutrition on these things. I don't know, but this one here, this plant here, it's actually pinked and started to redden down the base there, and same with these things here. So I've replanted some of these things and they seem to be alright. So yeah, so I think we're slightly cracking through on the copper there, fellas. So I've also planted a few seeds, some hookery eye seeds, or whether they're going to germinate or not. But if they do germinate, that means the seeds are actually alive. It's just, at least part of the aspect is to have copper in there, I suppose, whatever the copper is doing. It will, whether it will trigger germination of the seed, how far we can get along the road to actually striking cuttings, I don't know, but we'll see how we go. Still growing, so yeah, so that's quite interesting. And this one, yeah, I mean, okay, we'll soon be down to the magic 8 degrees and probably going below that, so it'll be interesting to see whether they still continue to grow. And whether they grow and fatten up after we get below. So the idea might be that the red organism, one, you've got to have it growing in the soil, and two, then it will enter the roots and form red roots when you go to the magic 8 degrees and below sort of thing, and then it will be protected by the mycorrhizae sheathing it. So basically you've got to have, in order to get red roots to grow, you've got to have the right time of year, when they actually fatten up, when the organism enters the roots, and two, you've got to be able to grow the organism in the soil in the first place in order for the organism to be there to be able to go into the roots. So if the organism is not there, you won't get red roots. If it's the wrong time of year, you probably won't get red roots. I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud here, fellas, if that's what it's going on. So you're either looking for the red roots at the wrong time of year, or you trying to get red roots and there's no possible way you can get red roots because you haven't got the red organism growing in the soil. It does take some time to actually grow, between a month and about a month to 6 weeks to actually pink, and then probably 6 weeks to 2 months to maybe 2.5 months to actually redden, go from pink to red sort of thing. So that's a rough time scale that we're sort of generating. Anyway, here we go at Sandy Devotional. We're going to actually start playing around with these ratios. Now I've got a bowl here. I've got myself down. This is 700 mils of finely chopped polystyrene, and we're going to add to that probably some fine. I'm just going to put this on the tripod, fellas. It makes it a lot easier, and then it's probably going to run out. But anyway, we'll see how we go. Got to have everything tamped down, something. That's the way. So anyway, we've got that there. Now I want to get a 500ml container for this, so that we've got more poly. We can get it out there, and that will make 1200 mils in total, roughly. Well, I think it basically goes to a 1-to-1 ratio, so that might not be strictly true in the general term. So we get some fine poly here, fine perlite, if we can do it. Oh, we're still on spot colour, sorry. Well, that might be good for that, but see, yeah, I think we were. Oh, let's try general portrayers focus. See how we go. Sorry, I should have had a bigger hole in the bag. Anyway. Okay. Just a little bit more, make sure there we go. That should be enough. Now we're going to mix it. That's a fine. So there's more polystyrene there. We probably want to get it wet first of all, I don't know, we'll have to see. We have to put some water in there just to see how it reacts.